أشهد أن لا
about the moral example of the Prophet, right? And to substantiate your concern about that he maybe not a moral example to follow.
That's a moral example.
Please.
The Aisha is not just the only one.
Sure.
He took his adopted son's wife. Did you not say it?
Before we go into the next example,
no, you know Sayyid?
His adopted son, right?
Yes, his adopted son.
And he married his adopted son's divorced wife.
Before came, what was happening?
Sure. So as I've understood, you have obviously a genuine question about the moral standards of the Prophet ﷺ. How can he be a moral exemplar for whole of humanity? And you raised this issue about the marriage of Aisha radiallahu anha. Good. So it's the issues about marriage in general and the marriage with Aisha in particular. So I would
marriage, 53-year-old man.
My friend.
Just imagine the body. Just imagine the body, 53-year-old man. Imagine the body of 53-year-old man. First, imagine the body of 50-year-old man.
Sure. I don't want you to.
The body of 6-7-year-old child.
Sure.
Just imagine. I will go to the detail. I want to talk about the details, not just he married. That's it. I want to go to the action. I want to try to show imagine just 50-year-old man. Yeah, it's not like a 10-year-old. 50-year-old man.
Okay.
He's designed. He wants to marry.
Stop there. I've heard your question. That's right.
He wants to marry with a 6, 7, or 7. Some hadith say 6. One of them, what I know, Sunan Abu Dawud. If you want to prove,
are you speaking to me or are you speaking to someone over there?
Because the camera is standing here.
Oh, you are interested for the camera?
The camera is standing here.
So you're interested for the camera? I can see you're a showman. No problem.
So imagine that.
Before you go into.
I'm gonna speak what I want.
No.
I'm gonna speak.
Before you continue.
I'm gonna speak what I want.
Sure you will. No problem.
I want to speak what I want.
No problem.
Is that
right.
Clear?
But what I'm suggesting is let me finish first. Let me finish.
It's clear.
Okay, switch off the cameras. Just switch off the camera. This one. Switch off the cameras.
But I'm standing here.
When it's ready to speak to me, then we will switch it off.
And then the microscope. Because he is not a prophet. He is the false prophet. He deceived millions, billions people on their way to hell. He is a deceiver. He married what?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
And I am saying.
Yeah, turn the other way. Just turn the other way.
Oh.
Is he wasting time?
9-year-old child. He is not.
No, don't go. When he's able to have a discussion, then we'll engage with him.
He is making a sex with 9-year-old. Would you make a sex with 9-year-old child?
Tell me when you finish.
Would you make a sex with 9-year-old child?
Would you
make a 6? He's a moral example for you.
Okay.
Is he a moral example for you?
Sure.
If he's moral example for you, would you marry? Would you marry with a 6-year-old child? Well, no, not 6-7-year-old child.
Do you want me to answer?
Would you make a sex? Would you go and make sex with 9-year-old child?
Do you want me to answer it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, thank you very much. So I've given you the opportunity to speak. Camera's back on, so you can engage now. Right.
No. This game will not work. The game will not work. When he's speaking, when I'm speaking, camera shut up. He says, and when he's speaking, he wants to come back. So, he wants to talk, but I will stand here. I will say,
that's Christian Prince himself here speaking scholar today.
That's him. He is the first prophet. Which man can stand and will say,
okay, brother, please don't give him the ammunition, right?
False prophet.
Right. Are you done?
He is a false prophet.
Sure.
He is the deceiver.
So he is now going to allow us, or me in particular, to speak. Okay.
He lusted after the Zainab. There is two stories. There is two stories.
But other people can speak.
When Muhammad came, saw Zainab, The one story says Zainab was scantily dressed.
You follow the KJV.
The other story
You
says
follow the KJV.
Zainab was undressed.
How many Bibles you got?
He said to Zainab.
Stand there and keep on
He said to Zainab. He said to Zainab.
Do you know why?
Oh, glory Allah.
Are you drunk? by the
Glory
way?
to Allah.
Are you drunk?
My heart is jumping.
He might be drunk. You
I
know.
want to ask,
Very afraid.
how can a married person
I think he's scared of you. He doesn't want to talk to you, so he's doing this.
how can you follow a man?
So
He's adopted
we
son
gave.
of
No, I'm
wife.
not talking. We gave him the opportunity
He
to
took
have a
his
discussion,
adopted son's
but
wife.
he's incapable of having
He's
one.
fallen in a false prophet. He's fallen in Muhammad.
Impersonated. Can you not see the action? Can you not see the behavior? That's him. You know that troll in the internet that people say Christian or whatever. What is it? Coward prince, whatever, right? That's him. Possibly. That's possibly him. The accent, the attitude, the behavior, the fear of engaging. Exactly. Not to engage in a person-to-person discussion.
So, Brother Mansur, did this start when you asked him a question?
No, I shook his hand and I said, you know, it's probably recorded right in the beginning, that, you know, he's got some concern, so let's hear them. So he raised the question about the morality of the Prophet. How can he be a moral example? And he raised the issue of the marriage of Aisha, radiallahu anha. So fine. So basically, what we are seeing here is you're genuinely concerned about the Prophet's marital life. So let's talk about his marriages rather, because the Prophet married several women. So why don't you kindly tell me his first wife and his other wives, how old they were and how long they were married for and so on. Obviously, he knows his game would have been up even before you spoke. Because if he were to say his first wife was 15 years older than him, and, you know, he married until she passed away. Someone older than him, he was what, 25 years old, and married someone 15 years older than him. So the whole idea that these people bring, the only people who record him is Soko or Boko films, whatever, right? This is the mentality that we see. Because that's the level of the discussions that are capable of and recording of these cameras over there. Right, anyway. So he would have realized if the Prophet married someone and lived a marital life with someone until she passed away, this is no sign of such a term called pedophilia. Because pedophilia is your file or love for underage children. So his first wife was older than him, married happily together until she passed away. Is this a sign of someone who is a pedophile? I mean, which planet are they from and what dictionary are they using? Which psychological dictionary from which medical association are they using to describe the Prophet as a pedophile? So we are simply bringing you to this light of bigotry and hatred for this man Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They cannot really accept him as their prophet, so they have to come up with all these lies and all this, you know, things of really, what can I say? Something that is so low level polemics, something that even I don't even want to say things like this, because that would be vile and vulgar and really silly to utter these kind of nonsense. So people like this man over there, a gentleman maybe sometimes. So before I came to this park, guess what? There's a live feed that you can watch for Speaker's Corner. I was watching that to see what's happening here. I was just bit saddened to hear that there was a violence earlier on. Someone got hit on the head by being pushing or something. Police came and whatever. And they're like, that's today. Speaker's Corner is not about this. Speaker's Corner is where you can take your opportunity to engage with people, discuss with them, share and exchange ideas, and learn from each other. And agree to disagree at the end of the day if you don't want to agree. And so when I thought I saw this particular gentleman speaking over there, talking about the same thing, of course, like a broken tape recorder, like, would you marry someone who is 9 years old or 6 years old constantly? I thought, like, he has some serious issues in his heart. I don't know about his mind, whether it's sound or not. Sometimes it's something that when we discuss, it's discernible. But in his heart, he has a problem. So when I come here, I will speak to him. So I went to him to have that discussion and see whether I can actually understand the issue, why he's having this. I mean, if you see this gentleman, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, you can confirm that he's a Christian, and he believes Rebecca was 3 years old when she got married. 3-year-old child when she got married. But he's not going to tell you that. He's not going to even mention that at all, anyone in any discussion. Not only that, there you go, Jesus Christ. So, not only this, Maryam alayhi salam, the mother of Christ alayhi salam, mother of Jesus Christ, according to the Catholic tradition, she must have been less than 14 years old when Joseph was 90 years old. Does he stand up here and say immoral, 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 child marriage? 14-year-old, according to the British law, is a child, right? But would you hear him say this? So what I would rather want people, those of you who are listening, or maybe watching, I'm not sure that you're live or watching later, you know, people, try to reason with your own self when you have some issues with other people. This life is your only life. That's one chance you have. So whether you like it or not, you have to live with people. People that you may disagree with. People that you may not have the same belief with. People may be of a different culture, of a different race, of a different language, of a different religion, of a different color. Learn how to live side by side in tolerance, agreeing to disagree, rather than bringing hate in the table and bigotry. It is not going to bridge the gaps in this divided world. This world doesn't need your bigotry. This world needs your understanding, your patience, your tolerance, your love for the other people, even though they may not be of your own kind. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a living Quran on this earth when the Quran was revealed to him. What does the Quran tell him? The Quran came with this one ayah. One ayah. To translate the meaning of this ayah, that, you know, all people, stand firm in witnesses, in testifying and being a witness. Stand firm. Speak the truth. Don't swerve away from speaking the truth. Don't swerve away from speaking, giving correct, right, true testimony, even if it goes against your own self, your own family, your own relatives. That is the teaching of Islam. That is what we are saying, people. Embrace it. It's better for all of you, and it's better for the whole humanity. So take this message for a message of reflection. So let's leave it there. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله ولكم. السلام على من اتبع الهدى. Thank you.